basically. I already put her out, so. What's up, everybody? Hi, happy Sunday Funday with Suga. Alright, as you can see, we got some stuff going on here. I wanted to show you guys something. So, we're just doing like an easy aquarium type deal. And it's basically, welcome. It's basically a hack for when you're creating DIY aquarium nails. Hi Agatha, how are you? So we're just going to be diving into like a super fun creative nail hack that I think will make your guys's aquarium nails easier. I'll be showing you how to create a simple DIY backing card using things that you have around the house, okay? So you don't have to go out and buy stuff or whatever. And, you know, cards, plastic, tape, scissors, all that good stuff. That way we don't have to, like, mess around with little tiny things. You can make your own, whatever. So we're going to be doing this. Hi, Lorna. I'm doing great, love. How are you? I'm glad you're doing great, Agatha. Hi, Cordy. So, y'all, I figured because last night I made it, and I was like, I want to make a better one. And I want to show you guys how to do it because it would be a lot better to have a bigger surface area instead of having to buy one or whatever. We can make our own, guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But I also have nails right here that we're going to be working with. So we have the solution here, baby oil. We have inks, glitters, and I'm going to make a different type of solution. It's like, it almost looks 3D when you shake it up, almost like a potion. You guys can't tell, but you'll have bubbles on top, you'll have glitter at the bottom, but it's also colored. So I don't know, I figured maybe it would be a fun thing to do with you guys, but I was so excited for this, so I figured I would show you how to make it. It's pretty easy, anybody can make it, guys. So let's freaking do this, shall we? But we're going to experiment with a couple pigments and dyes and stuff too. So hopefully, because we're going to be testing a few different things. So hopefully you guys stick around. And I also want to tell you guys too about my schedules changing. So we'll chit chat about that here in a little bit. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Me too, Lorna. I'm going to stick you guys up here. I forgot I can zoom in. Alright, bear with me, everybody. I don't want to zoom in too much so you guys can see what I'm doing. However, so, I'm going to move all this out the way because we're not dealing with that yet. However, so, I have one of these, like, I don't even know what you want to call them. Hi, Shells! So, I wanted to do this with you guys. So, last night, I went ahead. So, we're going to sticker bomb one. Okay, but first of all, I had these old stickers, and I thought it'd be cool to have my aquarium backing thing have my name on it. So if you guys have old stickers, like with your name on it or something like that, use those. That way, when every time you use one or you make one, people can see your name. But I think I think it's fun, no? What do you think? So first and foremost, this is the first one that I made because I make long nails, so I thought I don't need a whole thing. But I used one of those cards I got out of my dollar store things, and it came in handy like I knew it would. And it's pretty, right? So I just took one of those backings off. Like, you can use the paper or the plastic off of your stickers. I always keep them because they work great for doing 3D stuff as well. So I just have this here to show you. You can use one of these if you don't have... Here's an extra one if you don't have some of these. So, yeah, I figured I would show you guys, but I used this guy here and just kind of cut it down, put it in there, folded it over, and taped it. And so I have a small one, and then I made this one with just a card. Literally just a card, right, from the dollar store. However, I love this. It's great and everything, but I want to put you know, I want it to like say my name on it, right? So we can sticker bomb it. I thought it would be cool to like, you could make a sticker bomb one. You could just do one of these and it'll work perfectly for your aquarium nails. Just grab a card and do it. And then I have these things here, so I thought we would do it, but it's an easy way that you guys can use stuff around the house. That way, if you go to experiment with aquarium nails and you have long nails, even if you have short nails, it'll still work. Hi, Grace! My lives are about nails. I do nails. Right now, we're doing a DIY aquarium nail hack for the backing paper that we use for the aquarium nails to create them. I figured we could do a sticker bomb one and see how it turns out. But yeah, I keep these little, like, you can do the cards, this card stock, you can use that too, but it's not as thick as an actual, like, card. So if you just have, like, a card, you know what I mean? I got these from the dollar store. Hi! Mom life, I know. I just did mine. I just literally threw mine in. So I figured we'd do the backing card together. And yeah, this is what I made. I made a small one and I made the bigger one. So this will help with you guys, but I figured we could sticker bomb one, right? We could just sticker bomb one and have a cool looking one too, and one with my name on it as well. Because I think I'm going to cut this, and this will be the center of it, and then we'll sticker bomb the rest. What do you guys think? So I have this one, but I don't want to, like, because I want to keep this star and stuff, but I want to sticker bomb this and have the outside like a lighter color, even though it doesn't really quite go with my color. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we are okay. Yay. Grace, thanks for coming. It's nice to meet you, love. Okay, so here's the nails that I picked because I want to do a stiletto one because I haven't yet. And then I have this one here, which is from Nail Couture, and this is the Russian almond nails from him, but they have a nice apex, so we're going to have a lot of room in there. The best nails to use is one that has a really nice apex. So, y'all, I haven't done an aquarium nail since springtime, so I figured this would be fun, and we could have fun doing it. So, now that I'm thinking about the sticker bomb, right? I keep all of my stuff, so I'm gonna actually take out... But I thought this was fun for you guys. I don't know. What do you think? Hi, Bride. Wait, Bride Dazzle? Okay, so I have this, like, small one that I could put in the center of our sticker bomb one, and I think that would be cool. What you think? I think it'd be cool. Ooh, look at that one. That one's cool. I don't know how many stickers we're actually gonna need, but I just kind of pulled some, you know? Okay. But these cellophane, bags or card holder, whatever, are really, really good for this and work well, especially the thicker ones. So this is what I keep all my cards and stuff in from everybody. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna mess around with some aquarium nails. So what do you guys think? Are you here, Nate? Ooh, yes. Grab your stuff and follow along, guys. Okay, so I think I'm not going to use this big one. I think I'm just going to use this small one so we can do a sticker bomb. Do we want to do a sticker bomb on the purple? I don't really want, like, all of... I think that would be cool, but it doesn't really go with the theme. So I think I'm just going to do the purple. So I have my little one here that we made. So if you have any of these cardstocks that comes out of stickers... You can also just use this. If this is all you got, you could also use this. Leave the card in the sticker thing and just use this. This will work too, but I want to make a custom one because I think it's more fun. But here's my smaller one, just in case I'm just, you know, doing one nail or whatever. And then we have the big one. So, I'm going to move this out of the way. And I have my baby oil and all that so we can make some actual aquarium nails with this. And I have this in this kit. Okay, so I'm going to move that, and I have my big, whatchamacallit here. I am just going to keep this in this one and get another one so you guys can see the whole thing being done. So I'm going to grab another card. I didn't have any more of my holographic cards left, so I was a little bummed about that, but I thought I did, but they could be put away. I literally got these from the Dollar Tree. Alright, here's our card, right? We can either do this. I'd like to keep both, like the whole thing. I don't want to cut it because the thicker the better. The thicker the better is because you have a little bit more leeway and it's not so flimsy once we do it. So I figured this one would be better. So let's try to work out where we want our stickers and all of that. So this one right here is going to go in the middle. So I'm going to try to keep these stars kind of embedded here if we can. But let's put our first sticker on. What do you guys think? Hi, Zoe. Hi, beautiful crazy nails. Hi, Zoe. Hi, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to set this guy here. Isn't it cute? It's my old logo, guys. Okay, so we have that. And you can also, like, tape this shut if you want to. You can sticker bomb the back and the front. Do we want to sticker bomb both? Or we just want to go with it? Look at the eyeball, guys. Love it. We also have Kuromi in here, too. So, sticker bomb means we have to overlay some stickers here. Which is fine with me. But I thought this would be super fun. And you can place them however. Look, Crystal Witch. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. So we're going to take all these stickers and we're going to sticker bomb our DIY backing card for our... I don't want to cover... Well, too late. It's already stuck. I think it's going to look cute. And then if you have any other like smaller stickers you want to put on there, like we have nail stickers, or if you have regular stickers you want to put on there, you can do that too. I have a lot of these bigger stickers, which I really didn't think about, but it's all good. We can use some nail stickers too. Oh, wait. This is a decal. I'm not really quite sure how to do it, but... What are you guys doing today? Thanks for hanging with me, everybody. Oh, come on. Of course, one would give me a hard time, you know. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Ha ha ha. We're just gonna do it. But, what do you guys think? I bought a lot of these stickers from all over. I've gotten them from so many places. You can buy a bunch of them on Amazon. This one somebody made for me, so that's why I wanted to use it. So let's see if we can, like, tear that off. What up, everybody? Shout out to everybody here. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. I think it's going to be great. And if you guys want to do this with me, grab your stuff and let's do it together. Okay. Let's see here. These are a little bit different. You got to make sure you really get them down. Typically, once we get to the part of... Ooh. Ah! Oh my god, I freaking love it. Ha 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 ha. And I want to put this one somewhere. Maybe I should do it like that and kind of smoosh it over. I'm trying to think. All these are bigger stickers, which I didn't think about. Let me grab my other stickers. We're just going to use a bunch. We can use nail stickers. Hi, Celtic. Aw, thanks, Celtic, my lovely. Alright, we're going to stick some moons and stars and everything on there. Alright, let's see. We can add some butterflies. Let's add some lips on there. I think this is great, and I think, you know, add some lips on there. So I guess let's get our big ones on first. Do we want to do both front and back, y'all? You think? I'm trying to think. We obviously want some moons and stars. Look at that guy. He's cute. And we definitely want some, like, we got some of these guys. I think those glow in the dark. We got some lips. Flowers. We got some of these. Right. Alright, I think I'm going to add a butterfly on here. Let's add a butterfly on here. It's pretty... It's clear, so... I like the important shit one, but... We're just gonna... So we're making a DIY backing for our aquarium nails that anybody can do at home, guys. Okay? Ooh, look at this. Let's do the tarot one, because I love it. Little witchy, you know. I thought it was going to be fun. I don't want to cover it. I guess I should have waited to put that one on. You know what? It's all good. My stickers are huge. Let's just... We're going to do front and back, I guess. So this one, I'm actually going to put on the back. I think it's going to be great. Hi! Do you still... I don't. I took my nails off. The ones that I made, I took them off. Let's have our kooky drinks in that on here, too. These are huge. I didn't realize how big these were. We got these unicorns. Alright, we're gonna put this guy. We're just gonna sticker bomb the hell out of it. Why not? I like my little Kuromi. I think I got this from... Sticker bomb means you just put them over the freaking thing, guys. Okay? That means, like, anywhere. Look at this. I forgot to put this on. That's okay. I already got one on there, so we can put this guy. And then once we have it inside of our little bag, then, you know. Haha. Alright, we're gonna have to go over this one, because I don't have any, like, smaller stickers, I don't think. Do I? Ooh. We have some of these guys. I'm excited because this backing card will work so well if you guys want to try and do a lot of different things. Like, seriously, this backing paper, or this is going to work so good. We have our eye. I got to put a moon on there, right? Yes. The moon has got to go on. I didn't realize these stickers were so big, but we're going to do it anyway. Ha ha ha. We gotta put a unicorn on there, though. No? We could cut one in half and go that route, too. I don't know what I did with my other stickers that were smaller, but what are you gonna do? What do you guys think, y'all? Are you guys gonna make one too, or no? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this guy in half, and we're gonna have a unicorn at the top, coming out the top. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's gonna be upside down. You know what? We're gonna stick him there. But when I made this last night, because I was already doing some aquarium nails, I was like, I gotta show this to you guys. Like, it's fun, too, so it's not something that, like, it's something you guys can make, and ha 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 ha. I think making it is going to be the coolest thing, because it's going to be unique to you guys. And me, for that matter. We're going to have a horse's booty on here. What do you guys think? Hi, Storms! Yay, you started one! Woohoo! We're going to put his little butt here. So, he reached around to the other side. That is funny. Now, that's funny right there. Okay. Now, where's this? I really wanted this guy on here, because this is like me in one sticker, you know? Oh, no, it's not going to stick. Well, shiitake. That one's not going to stick very well. Let's cut this unicorn in half. Let's have a half of a unicorn again. Boop. And we're going to put this guy. We're going to put him right there. Yeah. We'll put him right here. I think it's cool. And then we can just focus with putting... Because I don't have, like, normal stickers. I just have big stickers from, like, shipping stuff. I love it. I just like everything to be wacky and cool. Like, have a little bit of substance to it, you know? But I think it's fun. And it's something, if your kids are interested, too, you can make it with your kids, too. Okay, we're gonna put this guy over here. That's funny. That is funny. Ha ha ha. I guess I could cut this apart, but then what's the point, right? Okay. Let's grab some cool stickers, so we can get some stars in there. I'm using my nail stickers, but I don't care. Because, you know what? It's all about nails anyway. So this is like the perfect nail therapy, too. I am going to add a couple of these stars in here. Maybe. And you guys can put whatever. But I think it's fun. Not only is it yours, but we get to do something cool with it. So I'm going to put like all one of each color on each side. So we have purple, blue. Let's get a yellow. But I was tired of using my like stamp things, or like my nail forms, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be perfect if we do it like this, because that way I have a bigger surface area. I don't have to buy any. And I can just make my own. Do we have them all? Oh, we need orange. So I thought, what a better way than to go live and show you guys the backing card. And if you don't have any of that cellophane, just like I said, if you have a smaller card, you can use the sticker ones too, and you can do up those ones as well. You know what I mean? So, I didn't think that I thought I had smaller stickers to put like right here, but I don't, so we're just gonna sticker it up, baby. I'm gonna end up using all my stars, but we're having fun. That's all that matters. I can't tell you guys how grateful I am that you guys are here. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Bunny. Hi. Your name is Emma? Hello, Emma. Dude, shells. Mine does too, which is my favorite. So my daughter, her case for her stuff is like that too. We are a sticker bombing family, okay? Even my coolers, all of our coolers are sticker bombed as well. And like every time we go to competition, people would always stare at us, but I didn't care. I did not care because it looked cool as hell, so I didn't care. You know? They were just mad because they weren't like us. You know what I'm saying? But you can do this. You don't have to, but let's see. What do we got? We got pink, orange, yellow, purple, and blue. Okay, I need a green. But I think sticker, like my computer is sticker bombed too. Okay. So there's that one. But you guys can use one of these too and just like sticker bomb one of the cards in here. You could put your own backing paper in there too. Hi, Sora. Hi. Hi, Misty. How are you? We are sticker bombing right now. We definitely got to put some of these on there now. Colorful stickers to go with our colorful shiznit. Look at these fairies and these moons. What? Okay, so, but these ones are bigger, so I'm gonna put, like, we're just gonna set them on there, guys. Wherever they land is where they land. We're sticker bombing our little sheet for our aquarium nails, and we're making our own aquarium backing for when we do aquarium nails. And it's a little DIY hack that y'all can do. Why am I putting hearts? I'm supposed to be putting stars on here, y'all. Well, I got them on here now. Okay, once it's in here, we can, like, the stickers won't, like, come off or anything. Now I gotta put the stars on here. You know what these are? These are kids' earrings. These were in Sissy's, one of her, like, things that she had, and I was like, I'm taking those. I can use those on a nail. So right now we're sticker bombing our DIY backing paper. So that way we have... These are a little bit 3D, so they're a little bit different, but... And I thought I'd bring it along with me. Well, I guess that's going to stay there. Okay. So far, that's what she looks like, y'all. Let's put some lips on there. Let's put some lips on there. Well, I was tired of using, like, the nail forms, and they were so flimsy, and I didn't have anything hard to, like... You know what I mean? So I was like, this is a good idea to just take a card and do it that way. And like I was telling them, I'm not folding my card or cutting it, I mean, so I can have, so it's not so flimsy. You know what I mean? Cardstock is pretty thick, but if you just take a card from anywhere and do it, that's what, you know, I figured it would work better that way anyway. But that way we have something cool. And I thought I had smaller stickers, but I don't, so we're just going to have to sticker bomb using what I got. Okay, we have some lips on there. Let's put our little bunny friend on there. Look how cute him is. I wish I had, like, other ones to put right here. Because these are super tiny. But I think I have more somewhere. But they're just not as big. You know what I'm saying? We have our bunny friend on there now. Let's see. What else? And I'm also using nail stickers. No, I'm going to show you how I do it. In just a second. No laminating necessary. I like this little guy right here. I should use him for my actual nail, but he's cool. Not that you can see him, but yeah. Stick a little pink moon on there. No lamination necessary. Well, you can always laminate it. I mean, that's always a thing too. But I don't have a laminator, so I just grabbed some shit I had around the house. My little messed up moon. Okay. Now, I have some that are a little bit bigger. I have Sailor Moon. I'm not really a Sailor Moon girl, okay? They're cute and everything, but like... I have a Barbie one. I'm trying to find big ones, so we have like... big things to put on here, you know? Let's do some drippy hearts. I'm just making them whatever. That's the fun of it, you know? Just make them whatever. I just wanted one that had my name on it, so that way when I was doing it, like, people could see my name, you know? Hi, Dakota. Yes, yes, please, anybody. Hi, Sora. If anybody wants to make one with me, pull your stuff out, guys. Let's freaking make one. Ooh, look at these. I'm just putting shit wherever, and I'm sure y'all can make pretty cool stuff. I don't know, is this? Yeah, it is. It's a full sticker. Oh. Listen, didn't go all the way, but it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just sticker bombing. No big deal. I can also put my name on it if I want. And then I'm looking for like bigger ones that are a little bit more, take up more room, you know? Because I don't have a lot of like big stickers. But I do have these, so we're just gonna lay them on there. Oh, maybe. And I keep these because these cellophane things are the bomb. They're the best for when doing 3D stuff. Ooh, look at these. Let's do a purple one. Let's see. Where do we need to... Let's do a blue one too. But I thought this would be fun. We're just putting them wherever, guys. Sticker bombing the hell out of it. Let me put one up here. I think I got these from you, T. If I'm not mistaken. We're going to add some bigger ones. Let's add some sparkly butterflies. Maybe. We're also going to be doing some aquarium nails too, because I want to I want to like do some DIY. I have a couple different things here. So I thought, what better way? Ooh, look at this shiny. Hi, Nelly. How are you, lovely? We are going live. We're doing a DIY nail, aqua nail backing paper hack with stickers, a card, some cellophane. All right, let's see. What else do we got left? That's kind of big. Ooh, we have stars. We have hollow stars, if I can get them out. So, as soon as I get these stickers on here, I'll show you how I make it, okay? Let's do these big stars, everybody. These are my favorite stars. My favorite freaking stars. Oh my gosh. If I could have a tattoo with holographic stars like this, I would do my entire body. So I'm just sticking them in places that I don't have anything, so we're not really seeing too much. Oop. Because I think I love sticker bombing, so I thought this would be a fun way to bring something new to you guys. I did it last night, but I just did a regular one, so. I'm gonna add another one up top here. And I forgot, I have the whole back to do too. Hee, look at that! Ta-da! It's not done, but we have the back too. We don't have to focus on the back, but I thought if we did anything, I could do... Let's put this guy on there. No, you hang up. Ha ha ha. No, you hang up. Ooh. We have some teddies. Ooh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's get our little witchy vibe back in here. We got a little snake. Snaky snake. I love these. Freaking love these. We gotta put a snake on there. Shh. Whoa. I just wanted to put a snake on Kuromi. I mean, you can make it whatever you guys want, but I think this is fun. I think this is fun. Let's put some holographic butterflies on there, shall we? So I think the butterflies, we need to do some big ones if we can. I was going to use these, but that means I won't have any for my nails. They're so pretty, though. We're doing them. This is what I should have used for the corpse bride, y'all. Didn't even realize I had them until now. So I think what I'm going to do... We're not going to go too crazy with it. We're going to add this guy. The ones from Cosmic Nails, because they're a little bit on the bigger side. Okay, a little hard to get out, but we got them. Look, aren't these cute? I think these are stickers. Enjoy, show off. Oh, nope, these are water decals. I didn't even know that. Nice. Well, shoot. Okay, let's add some drippies. What do you think? Avero, hi. Oh, from Italy, yay. You look like I do? No. Oh, shit. Alright, let's put some drips on here. How's everybody's weekend so far? I'm gonna add this other one right here. And then that way, we have 2 drips. So if you guys want to do this with me, tag me. I want to see them. Ha 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 ha. A little bit of everything. Ooh, look at that apple. I like that a lot. I think he's cool. He kind of goes with the witchy vibe. Ooh, he's cute. Okay. I'm going to put one on the other side. I mean, what do you guys think? Because I figured if you guys could just take your stickers and whatever you guys have from home and do this, I think it's cool. And then that way you don't have to go buy one. You can just make your own and everything's good to go. You know? I think she's good for right now. If anything, I could put more on there if I want later. Okay. So, there's our backing paper. Let me move my stickers now. Oh, I forgot to put these on there. Alright, let's do a moon. Let's just do it so we can have more. And I think I got these from the dollar store too, but I don't remember. Okay. Let's add a little bit more of these on. We're just going to throw them on there. Just throw them on there. We just need some sparkle in there, you know? This is cool. I'm so happy that I did this. I didn't have a lot of stickers like I thought. I thought my stickers were going to be small enough, but they weren't. I had too many big stickers and not enough of the other ones. Alright, there's that. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we? Alright, I'm going to move this. Alrighty dighty. So, I'm going to take this little cellophane thing. And now that we have this in here, you can either put tape on this to keep it shut if you want. If your stickers are like, because I have them kind of going over the edge here. And I don't really have anything right here to keep this one on. You can either put tape on it if you want, but I think it being inside of this, it should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that this backing part right here is on the back side. Okay. So I'm going to set this guy down in here like so. Look, it's perfect. See that? And I got these from Hobby Lobby, I think. I got these little cellophane ones. So we're just going to take this guy. We're going to fold it over. Ta-da! Now, you can tape this if you want right here, so you never have to worry about, like, you know, it's all whatever. But here's our backing sheet. This is how easy it is, everybody. And it's yours. Make sure you get all the air out of it. But, yeah. So this is our backing paper. Now we have our own. We don't have to buy any. We made our own. And all I did was take a card. You can take a random card from somewhere. And if you don't have, this plastic piece to go over a whole big card, use the ones from your stickers, guys. I always keep mine because they come in handy when it comes to stuff like that. So I also made this one here. This one was from the cardstock that I got out of my dollar store sticker packs that I always keep, because not only is it beautiful, it's fun. You can use this for a single nail 3D work, but then you could use this one for multiple nails at once. So now I have two, and they are mine, and I made them, you know? But you can always use one of these, because these are the same thing. So if you don't have any cards or cardstock or anything like that, you can use stuff that your stickers already come in. You can also use this and make it your own too. But I like mine to be a little bit wider, so that's why I stayed with the wider card. But yeah, what do you guys think? That was great. I am going to throw away all this real quick. But that was fun. I love doing that. Love it. I love it. Okay. So, I'm going to move all this out the way. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to take a drink. What do you think? Hi. A schmexy diva. Woohoo! What up, everybody? Make sure you like and subscribe. Hi, Dakota. Alright, so, literally no nothing involved, guys, other than getting one of these. And if you want, right, I have this here. If you want, make sure when you're closing it that you're closing it as tight as humanly possible. Get all the air out, fold it over, and make sure you have it all. This thing will not get off of me. Okay, now it's on my computer. But, so now we have our own backing paper. There we go. All right. Now that we got that, that's for everybody. So hope you love it. And I want to see your guys' ones that you make for yours too. Because now we're going to be using it. So, now that we have those. Hi, Kat. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Danny. The Hulk. I'm doing great. How are you, my lovely? I'm doing wonderful. Righty-dighty. So, now that we have that, I have these nails here we're going to do. And we're going to experiment a little bit. So, I have this. And I have this. Okay? I have my bottle here. So, one thing that I did was... Where's it at? I took this and I added solution. So, I'm going to... Sorry, YouTube's like, move your phone back. Yes, please. So, I took... So, when this is in the nail, not only do you have the bubbles, but there's oil in here, right? So, I colored it with this just because I wanted to see what the color would do. And once it settles, or once it's in the nail, you have like a 3-tier... It's kind of hard to see, but there are shimmers in here. So we're going to do a shimmer one. We're going to color it. And we're going to have like a 3-layer shimmer potion bubble-like layer of sorts. Okay? But we're going to use this to color it. So I got purple. Do we want to do purple? And then we're going to make a regular one, but I want to make it with just the shimmer itself. So I thought if I pulled this is actual glitter pigment, but it's a little bit bigger than this, right? Because this shimmer right here is going to give you like that ultimate shimmer. Now, your chrome is going to give you that ultimate shimmer as well. So it's going to be like a thicker, you know... Hi, kitty! So it's going to be a little bit thicker, but I also have this to put in one too, so we could have like a reflective... We're going to add glitter and all of that into one of these, and the other one's going to be this mixed solution, right? Do we want purple, or we want to make it a different color? Because I have the violet. And then I figured we could put some flakies in there just to see what would happen. I don't know what will happen, but we're going to try it now that we have our little backing card. So, I am going to be using this right here, no wipe sticky gel. Well, it's not sticky, but it's no wipe, so that way we can use it. Now, one thing I will say, you can kind of feel the little, because I added 3D stars and stuff. I have to, like, here is fine, but like I added those like earring looking things, so they kind of pop up a little bit. So that's my bad, so don't use those. Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking too. So that's my little DIY Aqua nail backing hack. Okay? Hopefully you like it. Now, I have this guy. This is from Novo Ovo. I've already shaped it up because I am going to be wearing it, right? So we need to make a little incision. Okay, so I'm going to have to mark my little area with my scissors. That way we already got it, and you want to make sure you have enough room, everybody. For me, I don't do it right up against my hand like this. I can't. I don't want anything touching me. So I'm going to make it on the inside right here. That way we at least have it, and then we can go from there. So we're going to make the edges in the nail. You can go up right against here if you guys want. I don't. I have to leave room. I have to. Alright, can we see that? Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Typically, I would use, like, a marker of sorts, but it's all good. Alright. So, the solution, though, I do have my oil right here as well, and this. So, if we want to try this that I already have, purple, or do we want to dye it ourselves and go from there? The only reason why, Sal, you're going to need glycerin. I don't have glycerin. However, I do have this, and this is what gives us our bubbles. Okay? So, if we want actual bubbles in there for, like, a cool layered look, this is how you're going to get it. Okay? And the bubbles actually stay, and then the color, if you can see right here, can you guys see, kind of, sort of, maybe? I have to hold it like this, but there's like a rim right here, and I don't know if you guys can actually see it. But there's, see how you have the bubbles on top, you have the bubbles at the bottom of that's inside of the color, and then you have the sparkles and the oil up underneath here. So you have 3 different types of whatever. So there's alcohol, baby oil, and this. Now, what I didn't think of, I just figured we would try it, and it ended up looking really cool. So you can shake it up and have one color, or you can shake it up a little bit and have 3 different, like, modes of color. So I figured we could put it in here, and then it would be a little bit easier for us to shake up and all of that, right? So let's go ahead and make our nails first, or do you want to make this first? What do you, and I just experimented, guys, so bear with me. So we're gonna add some of the shimmer. I'm thinking white because the color is gonna dye it, so, or we want this to dye it. What do you guys think? It is a lethal nail. I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. So we have the white shimmer, which once we put that color in there, oh, it looks so cool. Once we put that color in there, we want purple because one we're gonna do with glitter, right, with no color in it, no like color additive in it. The other one is going to be the color added to it with some shimmer. So the first one, we're going to use this guy here. So let's add a little bit of this. We're going to add contact solution. You want me to do the nails first? Okay, we'll do the nails first. We shall do the nails first. Alright, can you guys see okay? We good? Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. What up? My name is Sugar. Let's do this. So you're going to want a flat, round brush or you're welcome. A flat, round brush, like this one. Or a squared off brush. But you're going to want one that's kind of bigger. So, I have one here. And you can use this guy. This guy's a little bit on the bigger side. Or you could use one of these guys. Whatever, it's up to you guys. It doesn't matter. There's many different brushes y'all can use for this. But I would suggest using one that's a little bit on the wider side, but rounded, so that way you have that. I think I might use that guy too. And you can make it with just top coat too, guys. So, now, I'm going to move that up. Alright, how is it looking? Looking good? So I have two different brushes. We're going to try this guy. And I'm going to take my no wipe gel. I'm going to clean my brush real quick. We're going to take our no wipe gel and we're going to put it on here. And this is rhinestone gel. And the rhinestone gel I'm using is this old one here, but you can also use a thick top coat to do this with as well. You can use polygel, all of the good things, but I prefer to use non-wipe rhinestone gel, but you guys can use whatever you want. Hi, Elaine. UK, woohoo! Aww. I love you guys. Okay, so you can either... So now that we have them all, like, meshed out, right? What I see a lot of people do is they will come down and put it, like, right here. We have our line right here. Right? And then they'll build it out, and they'll build it out so wide and so long. You are wasting product, everybody. You are wasting product. So, see, I have the end of this little plastic thing on here. So, if you have an end like that, I know this was a little bit big in my card, but whatever, I don't care. You can either take this guy and use it, or we could use this guy so it's a little bit more, you know, right there. We're going to do it right there. So, we're going to mark it. I'm going to actually mark it on my paper. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to mark it. I mean, you don't have to, technically. You could just put it there and then whatever. But I'm going to mark down here, though. Just so I don't go past that line. And then you could also use this that we did too and do one over here. I mean, the cards themselves you can use for whatever. So I'll use one card for one nail and one card for the other nail, okay? Now, this is very, very, like, old and used, as you can see. Let me grab this out of it. I got some cat hair in there. Oh, shit. Alright, let's do this. Now, we want it to be nice. Like, you can seriously do a, like, thick top coat too, guys. I'm serious. If you do a thick, shiny, glossy, non-wipe top coat, that's going to work too. Hi, GLAM! Hi, Conjure! Hello, everybody! Hello! Hello! Okay, so we're going to go between... And you just have to push, and you'll get the length of the nail. Just enough so it's on the outside of the nail, guys. That way you're not wasting a bunch of your gel, because right now, you know, not a lot of people can afford a lot of things. So, be a little bit cautious. Right? So we're going to bring this down, but you also need to make sure you have enough too. But we're going to make sure we don't have such thick lines. Technically, this is not how I would normally do it. I will do another aquarium nail like how I first originally started doing it, because that's my favorite way of doing it. But for the sake of everybody right now, we're just going to do it this way. And I miss doing aquarium nails, so that's what we're doing. Alright, see that? Alrighty dighty. We are going to take this guy. And when we drop it down, you guys, just drop it. Don't hold it. So I'm going to just... like that. Because we want it to stick, but we don't want it to... okay. It's a little off to the side, but that's okay. We're just going to stick it down like so. Put that over there. And I'm going to grab my little flashy light, and we're going to do it this way. Let me turn my lamp on real quick. Okay. So here it is, and I'm just going to hold it down while I do this. And we're going to go back and forth. Now, you want to make sure you have a good amount up here at this corner. And which you see that I forgot to make sure of that. But that's okay, because we'll figure it out. We'll do it. Hi, Kana. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody that is new coming in, I just made our backing things for our aquarium nails, and we sticker bombed them. So this is how you can make this at home with what you have at home. You don't need to go buy anything. You can just use whatever you got laying around the house, everybody. And you can make a cool one that resembles you, which I think is my favorite part. Hi, Loyalty. Hello, everybody. My best bet is for an aqua nail. If you're making one, make sure you use one that has a good apex, like a really high apex. Because if you use one that has a really high apex, chances are you're going to have a better time with everything else. So I can pretty much see that is good to go because I held it on there. However, I'm going to put this in for like 30 seconds just to make sure she's doubly done. And then while that one's in there, we'll go on this one and do this one. So they're both going at the same time. Okay. So this one is our Novo Ovo. We're going to go ahead and put this guy here. Now I have to go by the end of this thing. So, okay. Now I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to dot a little bit ahead of there. And let's go ahead and get this one down. Like I said, you can use a thick top coat too, guys. Okay. Now this one's a little bit on the longer side, but I don't need so much at the bottom like I did the other one because it's a stiletto. So we're going to go from here. And we're going to push down so it fans out. And we're going to take it all the way to the edge. Now, you don't want it to be so thin that like it's whatever, but I won't. Like, the best thing to use is one that levels out really good. If you have one that levels out really good, then you're not going to have to worry about having lines in it. And it all depends on what gel you're using as well. So, typically, right now, we want to make sure we have a good amount up here, more so than down here. Because this is where it cracks and breaks all the time, is up here. So, I'm just going to kind of force this up a little bit more. This excess up. Like so. And we're not wasting a bunch. That's the whole thing here. I don't want to waste a crap ton, you know? I really, really, really don't. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and add our nice little nail here. Like so. Boom. Now, all I'm going to do is move it over. The thing with these is down at the bottom, if you move it this or that way, it's going to shove all that gel up inside that bottom part, and we want it to go all the way down. So the only thing I'm going to do is make sure I just push, boop, boop. Just really, really gently so we can get all that to come all the way at the bottom, and there's not like a bunch draped at the end there. I'm going to just kind of look And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put my finger down in the middle because that's where I can see the lines where they weren't connected fully. So I'm just going to take this guy and we're going to go all the way around. What do you guys think? What? What would be fun? Hi, Stephanie. I thought about making some of these stickered out ones and getting like stickers and stuff like that, but I'm curious to see how it comes out. Me too. Me too, girl. But the colors that we're gonna be using are we're gonna do like a layer. It's almost like a potion look, but we're gonna be using the eye stuff and baby oil and alcohol. So it's gonna be like a potion-y mix, but we're gonna be dyeing it. It looks really cool. All right, set this in the lamp. All right, here's this one. We're just gonna go boop, boop, boop. And you just kind of just gently pull it. Or take your little whatchamacallit and do it that way. Oh, look. Nice. Nice. So, I wonder... Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. Okay. We're going to have to redo that one again. You know why that did that? I forgot to, do the bottom of that one. Shit. Alright. We're supposed to... do this so that way it sticks to the gel, guys. I totally forgot to do that. Don't forget to do that. I'm usually one that does it for like, now look, I just wasted that. Now I'm mad at myself. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Alright. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Alright. I think I want to do, I think. Here's one thing I would think I want to do, guys. You can do a thin backing if you want. But I think I want to do, we're going to make one with just top coat. So I can show you guys how I used to do it. Not right now, but. Because the BRITTBRAT top coat, the BRITTBRAT glossy top coat would be the best to use for this. No joke. I'm going to push all this up here. So we have a good amount. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I miss doing aqua nails, you guys. Everybody's pretty much got it pat down now. Pretty much, you know. Which is a good thing. I wondered why this looked weird. I'm not even using the same damn one. Alright, let's do this again, y'all. Okay. I'm just going to touch, 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 and then boom. And now I have enough at the top and I don't have to worry about it. But I'm excited because these ones from Nail Couture, these Russian almond tips, are actually really good for aquarium nails because of the height of the nails themselves. I gotta make a special one that I can put in my froggy mold. Yeah! That's for damn sure. So I think, too, if you have a thicker, you know, like those real thick pieces of cardstock, those ones would be, like, super easy, better too, but this is just stuff that you can use at home. All right, let me take a drink, everybody. Can I just tell you guys how grateful I am that you are here? Can I? Because honestly, there's a lot going on, and things are changing, you know? Okay, I have to make sure I am going up underneath this. The only thing I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. Now, I made mine last night, and it was just fine. And you want to make sure you're getting that right up underneath that so you can... Now, typically, I don't have this amount of whatever, but I'm scared to pull it off, and I don't want to. Ha ha ha. But this gel typically does this, but my LGM Pro gel does not do it. Does not do this. So it could also be the gel at which you are using too, guys. So keep that in mind. There we go. Because this one tends to stay sticky on the back, which for me, that's what drives me bonkers. But I like to use it because it's nice and thick. So I'm going to set this upside down in my... Aw, thanks, love. Thanks, Gen X, babe. I really appreciate it so much. Yeah. I'm happy you're here, too. I love you, Conquer. I love all of you ladies. These tips, the Novo Ovo tips, I sized up all the way as far as I could go. Now, last time I used those tips, they shrunk on me. So we're going to see today if they actually fit. You know what I mean? All right, so there's our backing thingy. Now, with my LGN Pro or my top coat, it doesn't do it on that like this one did. For some reason, this one's always been like that. I'm not really sure why, but it is what it is. But we still have a backing card, and it works. So, all right. So here's this one. She's good now, right? Good to go. Nice on the sides. We're going to go ahead and peel towards us. Okay? We're going to peel towards us. So you're just going to take it and you're just going to peel it. Like so. And typically, once you do this, it'll peel a little bit better. But like I said, this gel is totally different than my LGN Pro. But it still works. And I don't have to worry about it. And you can either cut it, but I want it to be completely... I don't want no issues. I don't want no issues. Like, I want it to be completely freaking whatever. But the thicker you do it, the more harder it's going to snap off. Does that make sense? So the thinner you do it, the better off you're going to be. But you want to make sure you get all of that off there. Now, typically, this is not how I would do this, because I've always done mine differently. So I'm going to go ahead and pull towards the opposite direction here. Okay. And then that way it's... But if you have more in one space than the other, your gel will rip right off. And then you have like these little tiny ones, and I usually just take my scissors and cut those off. But you don't... Listen, you can do it this way or not. It's totally up to y'all, whatever y'all want to do. I'm just making sure I take that excess off. And like right here, you want to make sure you take it and whatever came up on the side, like I kind of pushed it on the side here, it's okay. You know why? Because the rest of it's good to go. All I gotta do is add some there and we're gonna be just fine. No biggie. And you guys, if I wasn't filming, I'd be able to get through this pretty quickly. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna shove it right here. I'm gonna get that excess out. I'm gonna hold that down. Because this part, you're not gonna see this part right here, right? So I'm gonna hold that down. And this is just if you have to repair it. So I want to show you guys this in case you guys do have to repair one. This is how you would do it. You can use a smaller brush, like a liner brush would be easier. But this is how typically I will repair my ends that come up if need be. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think for me, I just wanted to try a couple different things in that way. Alright, if you want to shave that down, your best bet is to make sure you shave this excess down, guys. All we're doing is... because you don't want your beautiful nail to be bumpy AF around the outside. You just don't. Okay? You just don't. So if your stuff didn't exactly... like if you still have lines in the backing of this, you just want to make sure that the lines aren't there and you let it kind of level out before you go to cure it. I don't have any lines, thank goodness. But we have this little bit right here that didn't quite... whatever. So this one is my first one in terms of making like a stiletto. So if I make this, I want to use this as another set so we can do a full neon goth set. But I wanted to show you guys. I've done it on my channel a lot. And I just want to make sure that I show you guys multiple different ways, because most people do it this way now. Which I don't mind it. I always used to hate it, but I don't really mind it now. And for me, it's like, there's so many people that do it on a, on a daily, but I kind of like it the other way, so we're just going to do it this way for the sake of you guys, and then we'll probably do another one. Alrighty. There she is. There's our tank. You want to know what I do? We're going to put this on here. Like so. And after I do that one, I'm going to seal it. And you can use just regular top coat. And that's... typically, I wouldn't use my top coat. I would use my thick gel glue like this. Just to make sure. But I had... BRITTBRAT's glossy top coat is so thick, I know I'm good. So just make sure you don't have nothing on it, of course. But we're going to go ahead. And I like to go over the whole thing, guys. It's just me. If you don't want to go over the whole thing, that's cool. But for me, I think going over the outside rim and the corners, that's going to give you just enough to where you don't have to use a lot of gel. But if you want to, you can. I just prefer not to. But I know with Brit's top coat, I know I can seal this puppy in without any issues. because I always like to make sure it's good. It's good and sealed in, you know? And this is how I typically do it, though. I'm going to go over the whole thing. Not only does it give me an extra layer, especially if I'm going to be using them. If you guys are using these, and you're going to actually put these on your hands, you don't want the back to be super thin, but you also don't want it to be super thick. But you want the structure of your nail to be good too, you know what I mean? So, we're just going to go ahead and make sure we have a good fair amount on here. Like so. Like I said, you don't have to do it exactly the way that I'm doing it. I just prefer to do it this way for the simple fact of making sure I have a good layer on there, you know? Alright, I'm going to let that level out, which it did. I'm going to take and just kind of make sure it's still... Alrighty, we're going to set her in there. And then here is this one. Now, these ones are matted on the inside for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why it's matted, but it is. Ta-da! Alrighty, so our card worked. Now, this is a little bit on the flimsy side. No biggie, though. So, what I'm going to do is we're just going to go like this. Typically, it goes just like that. And you can just pull it off just like so. You have to cut that, obviously. But for the majority part, you'll get a nice straight edge. Now, with this one, it's going to be a little bit different. So, I'm going to try to get this a little bit differently then. Okay. Because this is an almond, so it's a little bit different. But you pull it away, not up, okay? Pull it away from the bottom of this, so you're not pulling it out. There we go. There's our backing for our brushed and almond, and look how much space we have in that, you guys. Hi, Tigus, how are you? So, this is how much space we have in our 5X nail. Could I have went up a little bit more? Yes, but I get scared. Like, I could have went up way more, but I get scared. I don't want it touching my fingers. So, there is that guy. Now, I wanted to show you that with the, whatchamacallit, because I just wanted to show you the difference. So, now I'm going to do the same thing to this one. You don't have to, you guys do not have to do this. But I don't like it when I just do this right here, and then you can see where I stopped, and I have to buff it out and all that. It's just better to go over the whole damn thing, so that way you know you're good. Right? So I'm going to clean it off. And we're going to go over the sides. We're going to seal that in. And if you want to go and you want to put something on the back, which I was going to ask you guys, what should we do on the back of this one? But I'm trying to figure out which one we want to do the color and which one we're not going to do the color on. Do we want to do a cat eye on the back? Do we want to do... What do we want to do? Now, like I said, you guys don't have to do this. This is just something I do to make sure the edges are golden. And we want to make sure the edge isn't getting on the inside, though. We're going to pull it up. And I do have a video and a live where I do them in practice hands. So I show you how to do aquarium nails in practice. When you have practice fingers and stuff, and that's all you can do, I do show you how I do that as well. I do have a video on that as well as a live. Okay. I'm just making sure I go all the way up on the sides. Bring it down. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So one we're going to be using glitter, and the other one we're going to be using not. So the solution, now that we have that, I'm going to have to make my little ends, but I don't. So one we're going to make an end for, and the other one we're not, okay? Yeah, I have, if you guys know me, I have to have a seamless nail. If I see any type of lines through it, it will just, I'll have to redo it, the whole thing, and I can't. It just drives me bonkers. So, all right, they're both in there curing even more. So I'm going to make one backing, and then we're not going to make a backing for the other. Okay, so I'm going to show you both sides of how I typically do it. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to take my little gel. Like I said, you could also use your top coat, but I like to use a nice kind of thicker gel. Even though my top coat is a thick gel, I know that this is a rhinestone glue. So the other one will use my top coat, but for this one, I am going to just use... So this one right here is one that we're going to use for the Russian nail, okay? And then the other one, we're going to fill in the other part because it's a stiletto. So I wanted to do two different nails so I could show you my... I like this way of doing it because it just gives me a little bit more structure, but you know what? Typically, you can just put it in there and seal it up. However, I don't like when the oil is touching, or when the product is touching the oil, because inside that end, it doesn't cure all the way. It may cure on the outside, but that inside layer, and it may not ever do anything. But if you are wearing these on yourself, and you take that chance and that risk of you banging it or whatever, and that end part, the tip part of it, is not cured all the way and all of it leaks out or whatever, me personally, I just don't like it. So it's just me. That's just me. Y'all don't have to do that, okay? Okay. So, now, let's make our mixture here. Alright. So here's both of our nails. I'm hoping that this goes away once we put our stuff in there. If not, whatever, it is what it is. Here is our nails. So this one, we're going to fill in the back part with my gel glue. This one, we're going to fill in this back part with the other stuff. So, because of how this is slanted, we're going to have to do it slanted, okay? Which is fine with me. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's not going to be any much different than regular, normal. So I am going to go ahead, because we can fit quite a bit up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this up real quick. So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to set him here. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill this one up real quick, so that way it's already filled at that stage and we don't have to worry about it. But it's pretty easy, so if you haven't done it yet, just try it, guys. The easiest part is to hold it upside down, take your gel on the end of your brush. And I learned this from Alicia, the nail doctor. And this was literally the easiest way of doing it. You're going to make sure you make contact with both ends. And you're going to hold it down so that way it doesn't fall inside very much. But I have a bubble, so... And you're going to pull it up. And you're going to make sure it makes contact with every surface area along this edge here. And then you're going to bring it, and then I like to bring it up over just a little bit. The only thing is you want to make sure you don't have any bubbles. Like I have bubbles. You can see right through it. I'm going to get it on the bottom end of my brush. All right. Oh. Now, another thing that this one does is it will kind of spread outward for some reason. I'm not really sure why it does that, but it does. But my LGM Pro doesn't do that, neither does my Top Coat. It's just this one. But I still use it anyway. Hi, June! What nail glue do you recommend? Nail glue or gel? Because it depends on what... I don't typically use gel or glue. I kind of got mine way down deep in there, but it is what it is, y'all. Long as you have no holes, you're good to go. Long as you're from corner to corner, back to back. That way you don't have to worry about it. I kind of stuck my brush in there too far right here, but that's fine because we're not going to see it anyway. Just, you can tell that it's from edge to edge and edge to edge. So as long as the point of contact is on both sides and around the arch part here, you're golden. You shouldn't have any issues at all. All right, that one's done. Now, we have this one, right? We're not going to do this one yet. So what I'm going to do, we're going to pull it. And you can use a cap to kind of hold this in, like a small little cap you can kind of use to hold it in. And what I did for mine was I just kind of made my own. So what I mean by cap is to hold it upside down for you like this, so that way you can put your stuff in there and it won't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Whatever. But which one are we going to use? The violet color that we're making in here. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can even see that or not. Damn it. But we got the shimmer, and then we have one that we're just going to use flakies. We're going to put some stars and moons in there. And we're also going to be using some chrome and some glitter in one. And the other one we're going to use and make our own little, like, potion concoction. I think the potion one would be better in this one so we could kind of see it more. What do you guys think? What's best for both? Purple equals cat. Well, for me, I use gel. The best gel top coat for me is Glossy Top Coat by BRITTBRATNAILDIT. However, she's not open until September 10th. There's a lot of good ones out there like VARNAIL, Madam Glam. I don't use a lot of the top brands, but LGN Pro non-white blanket gel is the shit. Alright, let's make our little concoction here. Where'd my bottle go? Alright, so we're going to make the concoction of the colored one and put it in this one so we can kind of see the swirl of it. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take my lens solution and I'm going to pour this in here. We're going to do about half and half. We're going to add some alcohol, lens solution. This lens solution is what's going to give us our cool bubbles. Okay, so we're going to take some alcohol and we're going to add about half of this. Okay, so we have our alcohol in there. This one is going to have pigment, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our oil in there. So we're going to do about half and half, right? So I'm going to take this, and this is just baby oil. Yeah. Woohoo! Alright. So here's our little concoction, everybody. The baby oil is what sets it apart. So now, what color do we want to use? White for the shimmer, or we want to use pink for the shimmer? Or both? So I do have some sparkle too that we can use like holographic wise. What do you think? Hi, Pops Place. Hi, Elena. You know what? Let's just put both. Let's put a little bit of this white in here. Right? We'll add that white in there, which is an all over one. Then we're going to add this pink. So I guess we'll have a pink one. Look at this pink. Tell me that's not going to be so pretty. We're not going to need very much. We're going to drop a little bit of that in there. Maybe a little bit more. This is going to give us like a, I'm trying to do like a potion type nail, right? So we have this one. So now I'm going to take my little flakies and I'm going to add my flakies in there too because I want to see what it would actually look like. So I'm going to take my little spoon and I'm going to add this in there too. Shit, as I drop it everywhere, everybody. Ladies and gents, this is what happens. It's all good though. I think it's going to be so cool. Because I love potions and I want to make my own. So I figured, what better way to try it now? Right? Right. Okay. So we have that in there. So let's shake her up. What do you guys think? Alright, so this guy here, we're going to shake it really, really, really good and make sure the shimmer gets all over. This is going to give us our bubbles, but it's also going to give us our nice shimmer effect too. But we also have the glitter in there. So, because I used this one, I colored it with the actual color, but I want shimmer in there. Oh, it looks so cool. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to color it. Okay? The shimmer is beautiful. It's hard to see, but we definitely need to color it so that way the shimmer actually shows up. So I'm going to take my, I guess since that's pink, let's go ahead and do pink instead of violet, right? So hopefully this works, y'all. So I have these. Let's see. We have purple, black, red. Here's our pink. So since this is like pink already, it looks more red, but I'm only going to use one drop. Just one. We shouldn't need any more than that. Hi, Bree. All right. Let's shake it again and see if we need any more. Now, I wanted the bubbles because I wanted it, like I said, I wanted it like a potion. So you could, it's almost like a rush of water and a rush of whatever. So I think I need a little bit more. It looks really, really cool. I need a little bit more oil in there though. I think I put too much, because this one right here, as you can see, it looks really, really cool. It's hard to see for you guys, but there's like 3 layers. You have your glitter layer, your bubbles, your small bubbles, and your big bubble layer. And I think I put way too much of the alcohol, which sucks, because that's a lot of shit that I just wasted. All for the name of experimenting. Look, that already looks... Oh my god, that already looks so cool! Yeah. Okay, this is gonna work. Alright, so we're gonna have like a bubbly mix, right? I'm gonna add a few more drops of this pink though, because I really want it to be like super dark, right? Oh my goodness, this thing. Okay, we shouldn't need any more drops than that. We are gonna use this in the nail. I did make a lot, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, there we go. There's our pink. Alright, there we go. There's our color. Now, when we put this in the nail, what I was thinking was we should be able to see it swirl, but I think we might need more shimmer. That's what we need, more shimmer. I need more shimmer in there so we can see that swirl. Now, the other one's going to be glitter. It's going to be a little bit, tad bit different. But yeah, if you don't want a bunch of bubbles, don't put as much eye solution in there. And I think, because this one I didn't add alcohol to this one. This one is literally just eye solution and oil. And so that kind of gives you a little bit of a different... Oh yeah, that shimmer's in there nice with them bubbles. As you can see along the side. I don't know if you guys can see, but when it moves, you see how it moves? So what I like about that is it's like a potion effect. So every time you move your aquarium nail, it's going to make it look... See how all the bubbles are in there and they're popping? See how they're popping in there? Can you guys see it popping in there though? That's what I was trying to replicate last night. Look. And you just move it, go like this. Look. Tell me that's not the bomb. Tell me that's not the bomb. And look at all the bubbles in there. So we can make a really cool... So if we used red, this would be like our bloody red mix if we were doing like a Halloween nail set. So actually the alcohol actually made it cool. It worked out. Okay. Okay. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, it worked. It worked. It worked. Yay. All right. So this one is going to be in this one here. And then this one we're going to do the regular in, but with some shimmer and some glitter and stuff like that. So we're going to do this one blue. This one's going to be blue. So we're going to add a little bit of this reflective. We're going to add a little bit of... We're going to add like a couple moons and stars in this one. So I'm going to move those out of the way. Move that out of the way. And we're going to add some blue. This one is the holographic I got from T. We're going to use this guy here because I have to have holographic in there. You guys know that. So we're not going to put a lot in there, but just enough, right? Yeah, look at that. Ooh! Okay. So this is blue, but it's a little bit on the thicker side. No biggie, though. I'm just going to... It's a little bit darker, so as you can see, we're not going to need a lot of this. Just a tiny, tiny mix of this. You know what I mean? So, let's go ahead and put this in the nail. But if you guys want to know how to make a stand-up, take one of these little 10-gram pots that are like kind of on the higher side. And you will be able to actually take your nail and set it up inside there if you get like a sponge or something that is kind of grippy. And you can cut it to fit the inside of, you know, you can take a sponge like this. You can take kind of a black one and we can fit it inside of one so that way we can put it down inside and it'll actually work. Or you can put a sticky tab inside of... inside of like a cap, and that will help you to, you know, you could take like one of these and put something on the inside, and that will kind of help you to hold it up. You know what I mean? I don't currently have one. I did make one, but I don't know what I did with it, to be honest with you. So do you guys want me to show you how I made mine? I can show you how I make mine real quick. Let me grab a little tiny jar so I can show you guys. We're doing all kinds of hacks in this bitch tonight. Woo! Alright, for the sake of this, I'm going to use this white one. This one is a gel pot. See how small it is? So I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's move my glitter out of the way before I... Alright guys, I'm not trying to be like... I'm not trying to be super long on here or anything like that at all. So I'm just going to cut this out. But you want enough of this so it's stable. And it fits down on the inside. I'm just going to go around and then I'm going to have to cut it down. But for the most part, you're going to put a hole on the inside of this. Okay? And once you get your hole on the inside, that's what's going to help hold your nail in. Now, you can either use one of these, Or you can use like a sticky tab down in the inside if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just telling you. And you want to make sure it actually fits on the inside because you want it to be snug as a bug in a rug. Okay? You want it to be snug as a bug in a rug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the middle of this. You can either poke something through it like this. You kind of want to make it nice and, at least nice and big enough so you know it's going to sit down in there, right? Pull it up a little bit. We're going to take this guy and we're going to set him up just like that, and that is going to hold your nail. So that is my best DIY thing of holding your aquarium nail, so that way you can hold it while you're filling it. Alright, let's utilize this guy, shall we? So I'm going to take my baby oil with this one. I'm actually going to add a little bit in there. So let's see what we got in here real quick. I'm going to fill her up. And you're going to want to put your nail. You see how we get that little bubble in there? We'll have to get it out at some point, but just know that now I have it. Alright, now you want to make sure you have your alcohol spray bottle and a couple of these handy, guys. Okay? I just put that all in here. Okay, I'm going to take that out. Fan it off. Let's do this. So I'm going to take this little guy and we're going to add a little bit of this. I want it to kind of swoosh around. Hopefully it works. If not, that's okay too. I'm not really too worried about it if it doesn't. So I'm just going to pour just a little bit of that in there, because I kind of want it to move just like the other one, because I'm kind of trying to see if it'll actually move like the other one or if I have to add a little bit more. So I'm going to add just a little bit of this reflective. All right. Now we got it all the way down. Let's check our sides. We're golden. We're golden. All right. We're going to have this guy. We're going to set him kind of out like this so I can see what I'm doing here. Let's go ahead and put our stars and a moon in here. So for the sake of this, I'm going to take my stars. And I'm just going to grab some. I'm going to grab a moon. Pop that guy in there. I don't know if he went in there or not, but yeah. So I'm going to grab some stars. Now, I don't think I have any small stars that are by themselves, to be honest with you. So I kind of have to do it, like, I kind of have to pick them out and put them in there, unfortunately, but it's all good. And I'm just going to push them down in there. Now, you guys don't have to do it this way. I'm just kind of just putting a little bit of that glitter in there. Typically, I would use my iridescent glitter also, but I kind of want to see what this is going to do. And I just need some stars. So I'm going to add these, and then I'm going to add my black stars. Because you don't want too much in here. You still want it to flow, right? This is not a big area. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do. Because I kind of want to watch the glitter just kind of rotate. But now, I'm going to add... Let me put this cap on. I think I'm going to add some shimmer to it so we can see the difference between each one. And I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of this white shimmer. Just a little bit. Okay? What do you think? I'm going to do just a teeny bit because this is not big and we don't want it to be too much. It's just a small nail, and I usually go overboard, so I'm just gonna stick that in there. All right, we got that in there. I'm just experimenting, guys, so we are experimenting with all these right now. But the other one I think is going to look really cool, and I think it's going to work. All right, so we have this guy here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill the rest of this nail up. And then we're going to shake it. And typically, you want to make sure you get it quite a bit up to the edge here. As up to the edge as you can possibly get it. But not too far, right? Oh my gosh. I think it's going to work, guys. I think it's going to work. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to douse it with alcohol. Okay, so this guy is going to help us, okay? Not only is this guy going to help us, but he's going to get just a little bit of this up off here. And it's going to soak that up, and then we're going to clean the inside. Now, the reason why I clean the inside is because sometimes I get alcohol on the inside. You don't have to do that by any means, but I just do it because not only do I need no oil on this outside part because I really, really, really need it to work. Like, go around the outside. I'm going to show you how everybody does it. And I'm going to kind of push down. I'm just going to clean that out. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but I'm trying my hardest here to make sure I clean that oil layer out so I know that this is my shit's going to stay. Okay. I'm going to take this guy. We're going to take our brush. All right. Now that we don't have to hold it, we're going to take a big old glob. And we're going to take this and I'm going to kind of hold it while I do this. I'm going to I had too much oil in there, guys. So when that happens, not only do you want to get to it fast, but you don't want it to sink down in. So take your light and just get it as best you can and let it go as best as possible. The one thing that you don't want is you don't want it to sink down into your oil. And that's what happened to mine. And I can actually see the bubbles flowing up into the part right here. Hi, Katie. Nails by V. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello. If I miss anybody, thank you to my mods for helping out here. Now, I did get a bubble in this, but that's just because I put too much oil in this now. You don't want to put that much oil in it to where when you put the brush down on the thing, the oil comes out with your brush, right? So, here's what I wanted to show you. Look. Look at the oil. Can you see that? I'm brushing the oil away from this. Look at that. It did not fully cure, everybody. So, your best bet is to make sure we're going to go back in. We're going to clean it. We have to go back in and seal that up. So, because I put too much oil in, which I'm glad I did that so we can show just how, you know, this is the problems that people kind of run into, right? And so, I'm glad that I was able to kind of showcase that. All right. So So now I got to go ahead and clean the whole outside of this because it went all the way down. And you need to clean it with alcohol, guys. I'm going to kind of, I guess, stick that back in there. And you don't want the alcohol to be, or the oil to be anywhere. So take your, take this guy and make sure you get the oil off of your brush as well. If there's any oil left over, guys, it's not going to work that great. So if you do have a, like, thing that you can just kind of put in there with a nozzle on it, that's going to work great. But I am going to go ahead and try to get as much of this oil off and out of here as I possibly can. Because I'm pretty sure that I got the majority of it here. I like putting the stuff on top and not on the inside. That kind of drives me bonkers, but nevertheless, I'm going to grab another good fair amount of this. You can also take your top coat and use your brush and do it that way, but I don't like to get oil on my brush, so I usually don't tend to do that. But now I'm going to make sure I'm touching all areas. Now that majority of that is somewhat cured and I got that off there, I am going to make sure this whole thing touches the back as well as the front. Make sure the sides are cleaned up. Alright, I'm going to cure that in the light. Okay, I'm going to hold that there. Typically, I don't have this much problem, but I think problem solving with you guys and showing you guys this is going to make it a little bit easier for you guys, or for the people who don't know how to do it or want to try again or maybe gave up, whatever. Yeah. I don't really like the pipettes, but that's me, though. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time. I can't wait to fill the other one. The other one's going to be cool AF. So the only thing I'm going to do with this one is we're going to use black, and we're just going to do a black topper right here. As you can see, I have a huge bubble, but that's okay. No big deal. Look at what this looks like now. I love the bubble. The way the bubbles look when it just sits there. Okay. So this guy should be good now. Now for this one, we're going to have to go like this, because I didn't put anything in there. And I couldn't really shake it. So now that we're shaking it, I'm putting more bubbles in there. We are golden, everybody. Oh, I just wanted to see it kind of move. Kind of like as if the glitter was kind of suspended inside of it. So now I got to try and get all of this down here and make that bubble, woo, get all the way down to the bottom. Typically, going like this, moving it in, typically you'll get it to go down. But I just kind of wanted to see it, the shimmer fall. Oop, there we go. It kind of looks like a shimmery background. And I should have put more bubbles in it so we could see it. So it's not, so the shimmer looks cool. So you could go around and make like an open background or something like that. Something to that effect. You can do a really cool background with this and watch it just kind of move up and down with the bubble, because it's glitter and shimmer. However, I think it would look cooler if we could actually see it move. Which you can, but it's a little bit hard because of the shimmer is kind of getting stuck to the inside top part right here. So, I mean, you could use it and you could just kind of do a little galaxy look, but we're going to clean this guy off. We're going to add black to it, and I'm just going to leave it like this, or some swirls, but I just kind of wanted to show you the practice or the whatever. All right. Now, let's make sure this guy is golden up at the top here. So, we're going to set this guy. We're going to clean that off and put that on there, but let's get this one filled, and then we can put our top on. So, I'm just going to clean this off really quickly with some isopropyl alcohol. Now, I wasn't sure how this one was actually going to go, as I really didn't know, but in my head, I thought it would be cool to watch the bubble go through all of that and just watch it fall. Like, if I can zoom in with my camera and just kind of watch it fall, it would be really cool. Because you can still see it all falling, but it's not falling as fast. So, I think I need to add the saline solution in there, so that way it will go fast. So I think that would work a little bit better than just because the glitter is so thick. So I think the saline solution and a little bit of the baby oil mixed together, or the glycerin. I'm going to have to go get some glycerin, because that is the genius part of that, is the glycerin. The glycerin really helps it. So yeah, it's not really a fail. It still looks cute. I mean, you could do whatever you want towards the tips. Do like a little dark vibe-esque, you know. So now that I got that clean, I'm just going to go ahead and set that guy right there. All right. All right. Now, this guy, all I'm going to do is take my top coat, and I'm just going to make sure that we have a nice filled in area here. I'm just double checking and bringing this over. Did I top coat this guy? I did. I didn't do the back though, but it's all good. I'm just going to make sure it's leveled out really nicely. And then I'm just going to do this back part here. Just for good sake of measure. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing it so I can bring the excess down off the edge here. Now, typically I wouldn't be as, whatever like this, but we don't have any oil in there right now, so we're kind of good to go on this part. But I think for the majority of this, I think it would be, easier for me to do it the other way, but... Hi! Hi, Vicky! How are you? New not be. Hi, silly kid! Dude, I can't believe you guys are here. Thank you guys so much for showing up and spending your day with me. I also need to talk to you guys about my, my times are going to be changing, so be prepared for that. I'm going to try to get up a new schedule, a new algorithm, blah, whatever. I'm going to try to do what I can. So, alrighty. Let's fill this baby up, shall we? All I'm going to do is fill it up with this. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to shake her up a little bit so we get all of that nice beautifulness. And I am going to actually make this bigger so I can put this whole nail in here and we have a nice big part of the nail that can just kind of sit in here. So I'm going to just kind of have to cut this guy, but this is just something that you guys can do if you're having a hard time. I think a more grittier sponge would be better for you guys than this old sponge that I have, but we're gonna do it anyway. There we go. Now, haha, there we go. Okay, that's just gonna help us hold it, everybody. Alrighty. I am literally just going to squeeze this in, right? So I'm gonna make sure she's pretty well mixed here. This is a mix that I made. Here we go, everybody. Oh. Look at the bubbles. It worked. It fucking worked. It worked. It worked. Do you see it? It worked, everybody. Look at the triple bubbles in there. It worked. I was right. Ah! All right, let me get this excess off here. It freaking worked, y'all. It worked. So that solution, don't make as much as I did, okay? So now I'm going to have to use that solution for I don't know how many more times, but if I use this solution for all 5 nails, you guys put it in the comments if you want me to use the solution with all 5 nails. All right, so we got all that in there, and all I have to do now, whoa, that looks cool. Okay, all I have to do now is we need to put our topper on. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Who's excited? Hi, Tox. Potato. Just Ray. And no, I'm not doing all 5 nails today, but yes, put it in the comments. Let me do a poll so that way I can actually see how many people vote. Do all 5 nails Aqua with red, with the new red that we just made, with red oil. There we go. Go ahead and take the poll, everybody. All right, because if you guys want me to do that live, I can. All right, so I did make the background for that. Like I said, it is a little bit different because it's kind of slanted like this. So we're just going to take our little backing up here. Let me get my backing off here. Why I did this in the middle and not on the side, I don't know. No biggie though. Okay. Oh! Oh, there it is. It flung away. So here's our backing, okay? Here is our backing. Oh, one thing I'm going to do is take this, hold it with my tweezers. Typically, what normally I would do is already put the stuff on here. But I'm going to take this little guy here and I'm going to actually use this. And we're going to coat the middle portion of this, okay? And you don't need a lot because it's just a small area, but I like to make sure I put a good fair amount because it is going to be lopsided. So we're going to make it a little bit on the strong side, right? Then you're going to take this and you're going to go around the outside. You don't have to do this step, but I feel like it helps keep it nice. And we're going to take and just go around this little outside portion here. Now, you can slide your stuff right down inside there if you want. However, I'm not going to do that, so. I'm going to set this guy here. This is what I typically do, you guys. Now, like I said, this is going to be at, like, kind of an angle. An angle. So I'm just pressing it. So the gel kind of wraps around the edges a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hold that, and then we're going to cure. Now, typically, I've done it where I just put it in the inside. You don't have to do this. This is just the way I maintain the strength of it because I know I'm going to have them on my thumbs, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hold this down just a little bit. Shitballs, Batman. You don't want that to move. Typically, I don't even have to put my hand here, but it's slightly that way. But I think, for the most part, you guys can just whip some whatever down in the inside if you want. But this is just my way of making it a little bit stronger. And yeah, we have to file it, but it's stronger. And if I smack it, it's not going to leak. But you don't have to do it this way. And I've done it the other ways too. So, I mean, it's not like I've never done it this way or whatever. I just wanted to show you this way because it really does make it stronger doing it this way. And I think for me, I feel a little bit more comfortable wearing them out in the open. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here. Okay. All right. We're going to let that cool down just a second. But look, we have our backing paper. We got that baby from scratch. We did that ourselves. And they're so beautiful. Okay. And we got our nice little solution here. Look at that. I didn't even use a lot, but it worked. And you're going to be able to see the bubbles, and I'm so excited. Okay, next thing, I'm going to let, does that cool down more? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip the outside just so it's small enough. I'm going to add my top coat around it. We're going to cure it. That should be good to go. This should be good to go. Alright, now, this little side here is kind of a little, it's already coming out. Okay. We're going to take my top coat. I pushed on it and made it come out. I think for me, I don't try to keep you guys here for hours on hours, but sometimes it just kind of happens, y'all. Literally, it just happens. Now, I pushed on it and made it come out this little corner right here. So, I'm going to wipe it off. I'm not going to push on it no more. And I'm just going to take my top coat and go around it. It literally is easier to do it Alicia's way, where you just put it inside the whatever. However, for me, I can't do it that way, you guys. I can't bring myself to do it that way. Am I supposed to work smarter and not harder? Yeah. But have you guys ever had one of these explode on you? Have you? Because I'd really like to know. Alright. So typically what I would like to do for myself is make sure, typically I would take a brush if you want to, and take this excess. And I just push the oil out of it like a dumbass. Typically I don't do it like this, but we're kind of going with it anyway. I literally pushed the oil out that corner right there. So, we're just gonna do it. Freeze it up, and then you can add and go and fix it. Don't do this, guys, okay? Don't do this. Don't do it differently than me. But I figured I'd show you even the quirkiest of ways, because this is how I started. This is what I used to do. And I would just do it, and I wouldn't have any issues. But I'm a little rusty. But, however, it's a little bit more certified at the end here. And I figured I would have a little bit of an issue with it just because it's actually like slanted. But that's okay, because you can always fix it. We'll take your bit, you'll round it out, and it doesn't take that long. Now, if you're doing all 5 nails, I think you'd be better off to put it down inside, but you don't want to fill it up too far, because I just personal preference here, but I wouldn't want that sitting on the oil without a barrier. But that's me, right? So this is the side right here. So I'm just going to go around that edge part. And what's nice is once we get this on, I'll just have to file it down. And you don't want to put this back inside there if there's oil on your brush, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Clean it off before you do it. Alright, I'm just going to try to get as much of that excess off because I don't want to file and have a bunch of shit all over my nail, but that's just me. So I'm going to get as much as I can off that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and flash it. Going ahead and flashing that corner is the best that you're going to end up doing, especially since it's leaking like it is. But I'm glad you guys are here for the ride. We're almost done. All I got to do is put the top coat or the top of it on. And we're going to do, for the blue one, we're going to do the black outline. You know, where it gets all crazy with the top coat on it. I'm making a nail. An aquarium nail. And we also made our own little aquarium backings, too. I would like to see your guys' cards and what you guys make. I would like to see, because I know it'll reflect all of you guys. So I think it would be really cool to see your guys' designs if you do it with me. Aqua nails, baby. Okay, I'm just making sure, everybody. Oh, yeah. So, did we get it? Did we get it? Oh, I think we got her. I think we got her, everybody. So we're gonna use that. I think we should do a black with a. I don't think I have a black cat eye though. All right, so here's this guy. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Hold on, y'all. Look at what it looks like going through there. Oh my god, that is so cool. Look at it. It looks like a crevice in a cave. It looks like an actual lava nail. A lava lamp nail. Look at it move. Look at the bubbles floating. Can you see? Ugh. Watch it move. But not only do you have the bubbles in there, but once it sits, it just creates that outline. Let's shake it. Look at the little bubbles in there. See them popping in there? It's so cool. I did it. It worked. Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me it's leaking. Maybe it was just on my gum. I don't know. I don't see anything. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But tell me that doesn't look like a lava lamp. Look at that. And it kind of like bounces back like a slinky. And it's so shimmery. That is cool. Now that's like an aqua nail, everybody. Or like an actual like lava lamp nail. I can't stop moving it. There we go. Multiple bubbles in there. It's like bubbles inside of bubbles. Look. Bubbles inside of bubbles, everybody. You see it? And they're popping. Oh, it's super cool. Yeah. Okay. Enough. I think it's just my fingers, but nice. Oh. And I think I'm just going to clean it off. All right, so you have to clean it off so that way we can get the stuff on here. But that white shimmer made it really pretty. Okay. Dude, thanks for spending your Sunday with me, everybody. Okay, I think we're okay. But I don't know. Okay, I think we're golden. Alright, so the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring down a color. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do, but what color you think we should go over that pink with? It really does look like a lava lamp. Now I think next time I can add some beads in there. It'd be even cooler. But this is just like a trial run, guys. Right? So, any hoozle. That was nice. Put our little sponge back in our little thingy. Alrighty-dighty. Alright, what colors we want to use? It does look like a lava lamp. I'm so excited. I think we should use something dark on the top of this one. And I think we should do a, like, dark or a black or something. Because we got pink in there, so what if we use this? What if we use this, like, dark cat eye? That's more purple than anything. Okay, I'm going to use that cat eye for that one. And then I think... Ooh, look at this one. Let's use this cat eye for that one. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to use the cat eye at the top. And then we'll do the cat eye. We'll put it in. And then we'll go from there. Hi, Crochet. Hi, Angela. Hello, everybody. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I need my little... I really wanted those, like, little ball things to make a, like, a really cool S pattern or whatever, but it's all good. We can just use that guy. All we gotta do is put this on there. I'd like to see a seascape with blue glitter and reflectors and a tiny fish sequence. Whoa! What the hell? I mean... This is just easy for right now. I wonder how see-through this is. Because I definitely am going to have to do a black on this one. I didn't think I was going to need to, but... Because this is supposed to be like our little base of our lava lamp. Yep. Alright. I should have known better. It's not exactly the pink I was thinking of, but... So we'll do the black, and then... I guess I could put a cat eye. What if I mix the cat eye with the black? What would that do? Anybody know? Anybody know what would that do? I'm going to do a black glitter. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do black or silver? Look at that silver. Yeah. I thought the glitter would be cool. I kind of want it drippy. This black is crazy. Crazy thin. Forgot that it was like super thin, but it's all good. I think that looks really cool. You can see through it, but you just have to do 2 coats, everybody, of that black. But I think that looks cool. It almost looks like a cauldron at the bottom. Definitely different, for sure. Definitely freaking different. Which I like, so. And then you could also paint some, like, other glitter on top of that. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna just cure that, and then... I'm self-taught. I am not a nail tech. Bye, Lorna. So I think for this one, we'll have to do this one. I kind of think, look, this is all stuck to the back now. Wow, it's stuck to the back. It kind of looks cool like that because the more you can just watch it just float up through that glitter, which is really cool. I'm going to leave it like that. And I think, where's my palette? So I'm going to take a palette of mine and we're just going to see what this looks like and see what it does for this one. Now, like I said, I'm just experimenting, so. Alright, we are... I need a little mixer. Alright, I'm just gonna use this guy. Oh, that looks cool. It's got like a blue-black shimmer to it. Alright, let's get it in the middle here. So I think I'm gonna need a little bit more black though. But we got that blue in it. I don't know. It might work, it might not. It's nice and beautiful though. Not only does it have the cat eye, Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what she looks like, huh? Hi, Sunset. This one does look like a cauldron, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a secondary coat on this one. And you can either fill this with some glitters or stickers or something you want to put up in here, but I am just going to make it black. I like the way the black looks. It's super cool. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's so on the thinner side. Maybe you guys can't tell, but I can. But we at least got it on there. Alright. Definitely looks like a cauldron. Yeah. Definitely something different, but at least now we can explore and do our thing. So, I'm going to take a clean brush. Oh, that's pretty. However, you would have to put a straight black thing on it. Even though it's got the cat eye in it, it's nice and icy, like an icy blue. You're still going to see all this shit in it, unfortunately. So, I'm going to put this over it, but I'm going to add the black. I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, I totally forgot that this one was like super duper thin. But we're going to make our own. I'm going to bring it down. And you just kind of want to flick it. That way it hugs the nail and it makes it look cool. So this one's not the best choice to use when it comes to trying to paint the nail, I guess. No biggie though. I think once we get that second coat on there, it's gonna look cool. Look, the stars in the background, can you guys see them? Stuck to the back, so it almost looks like a weird 3D look. It's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, tell me about it. But here's this one. So we're gonna top coat her. I don't think I'm gonna put a cat eye on that. I think I'm just gonna top coat her and go about the day. The other one, we'll just use the... Alright, I'm just gonna top coat this and then we'll do what we gotta do. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna try to go fast, guys. I wasn't planning on being here all night, but... Now, BRITTBRAT will be open September 10th. That is the launch day for all the new products, by the way. But if now that we've done this, we now know that I can do a full set of this. And if you guys want me to do a full set of this on here, because I gotta do stuff and wait for my monomer. So we're just going to go ahead and do the whole thing glossy. So that way the whole thing looks even. Okay, and then all I gotta do is file this one, but which filing this is gonna be fine. Make sure that whole thing is good to go. Sure, we get that out from underneath there since we will be wearing it. Alrighty, I'm gonna hold that over, put it in. Alrighty. I'm kind of sad that this one is so light, but at least we got some glitter, everybody. Now, the only thing with these glitter gels is they're very bumpy. So if you do not like that bumpiness, well, that kind of looks crazy, doesn't it? You can put like a chrome on here, a cat eye on here. I mean, you can put whatever you want on here, everybody. I'm just trying something. I think that looks cool with that blue background like that. You know? I'm just going to throw that in there, and then we'll put the cat eye on top and see what we can do with it. I'm just kind of experimenting. Usually people do it on the back side, guys, but... And I kind of want this to be more of a cool purpley blue color. So I'm going to add Brit's black in there, because adding this black in there is going to make it much better. I don't have much left. I should have bought another black out. I've used this black in every single one of my sets, and so I'm like literally almost out. Okay. Dude, thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate it. Alright, so we have a little bit more black in there to give us the cover that we need. And then the blue is also in there too. Now, I don't know how the cat eye is going to react with it, because it's really, really, really black now. So let's see what the cat eye will do. So we're going to add this just for the sake of making a blacked out color. But we don't want it to be the full color. This was fun, guys. Thanks for being here with me. Like, I'm having such a blast doing this with you guys. Okay, so we'll add a little bit more of that blue. And you can also marble this on too, if you wanted to. Alright, let's see what the cat eye is going to give us, everybody. It's kind of working. Not really, though. Oh! So, the swirls that I put in there, it actually makes it look really cool. So we're going to add some more of this so we can have a little bit more of that cat eye swirliness in there. So I'm going to put this down here so we can get as much of that cat eye as I can. And then we'll do a little swirly test on top. Because whatever we swirl like this, then the cat eye starts coming in, and you can do the cat eye. The swirls look like it's... But yeah, guys, my schedule is changing, and I hope that you guys are here for it. No longer here soon will I be going live super late at night. So as I said, with my schedule changing, I'll be going live midday now. So hopefully that's better for you guys as well. Oh yeah, that color is, oh, that color is beautimous. All right, let's paint that baby on, and yeah, let's paint that baby on, shall we? All right. That was the perfect blue, you guys. Oh my Lanta. Oh my gosh. Can you see the purple in that, or is it just me? Okay. So I'm kind of going to make this a little bit of like a 3D look. But that blue color looks so nice. That looks super cool. That looks super cool without even doing anything. But you can also just kind of do this. And then once we... Oh my... Can you guys see that? Now that looks like a galaxy, everybody. That looks cool. It's not as dark as I wanted it to, but the color... I feel like I need to add more color onto it. Especially right here. Alright, we're gonna let that kind of... Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this. Dude, thanks for keeping with me, everybody. Alright. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm just popping these bubbles. All right. Oh, that looks super cool. That color's the bomb, y'all. It's a little wonky because it comes out so far, but you know what? Whatever, it is what it is. I love the color of it, though. Yeah. Alright. That's it for that one. We're almost done. I'm going to top coat that one, and that's it. Then we're done. What do you think? So, are you guys here for me to do this one, or do we want to come back and do it later? Or tomorrow, or whatever? Because I have tomorrow. Well, I can go tomorrow right about the same time. Does that work for you guys, or no? What do you think? What are you guys excited for? Anything? Now, we've done a lot today in this live, but I don't want to hold you guys here for 500 million hours. I've already kept you guys long enough. And I know that you guys have families to get back to, and I don't want to overdo that by staying on here for so long. So, we will go ahead and we'll go ahead and go live again tomorrow. Do it now? You want me to do it now? Okay. I was trying to be, considerate of you guys. And, like, having families and stuff, Okay. So we went over this guy, so we just have to shape him. So I'm going to go ahead and typically, you can take your little thing, and I typically like to do hand filing because it doesn't take that long. But I'll go, and I will use my drill. I just have a little bit more control, and you just want to be careful. Now, I have to remember, this is a Russian almond, so it's supposed to go outward, like this. So, with my hand file, I don't put as much pressure as I usually do. But it's gel, so it files down quite well. And that's why I use the thicker type of gel, so that way I know I am good to go if I wear these. But that means I already have this one done and I won't have to worry about it. That way we only have to make 4 nails. Alright, so you want to make sure we're going straight here. Like I said, we want to keep that type of shape. And it goes up a little bit. But we want this to look like this. So when you're shaping it, your file is going to tell you exactly where you need to file. But you want to be generous, you know, you don't want to be too much when you're coming off to the side like this, because if you're not paying attention and your side is hitting more here than it is here, you will definitely go through that. But for the most part, if you do not have a hand drill, you can definitely do this by hand. You have a little bit more control over it too. It's already coming together. Ooh. Now all I got to do is the bottom, make the bottom flush, as if it's part of the nail here. Oh yeah, so we need to cut this down just a little bit more, cut our sides straight. All about angles too. Because we don't want to round this out, we want it to be straight. Whoa, ho, ho. Because it is a Russian coffin, so. Alright, so we still have a bulge here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to file that down just a little bit with my nail drill here, so that way I can get into that nice spot. So I'm going to take it just about a 10. I don't go any more than that, because you really don't need to. And we want this flush. I don't see how people are racing out here. You guys hear that shit? Alright, so we have a little dip right here, so you want to make it flush. There we go. Lightly through our edges here. Go all the way up. This is just to make sure that whole bottom part is flush. Now, do you have to do this? No, ma'am, you don't. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay. Now this is a full Russian nail, so we want to make sure we have it doesn't veer out this way too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and go around the top, so there's no divots, right? Alright, let's go ahead and level that guy out. He's a little crooked, but we can level this side out and be good to go. So it's pretty much all about angles too, guys. Oop. So this side needs a little bit more taken down at an angle. And we're going to just lightly This is my first time ever doing a Russian almond freaking aqua nail. First time for everything, right? Alright, your girl likes to make sure it's nice and normal. We did it! We have a little bump right here. Dude. We have a nice aqua. Hell yeah. So we want to kind of come down a little bit. See what I mean? This extra little bit right here gives you that nice extra layer of protection. Now, I can't get it as straight as I actually want it right here, but I got it as straight as I could with the way that that's angled, but hey, it's not bad. Not bad at all, everybody. Kind of flares up still right here, but now you want to be careful because you don't want to do it too freaking much. Alrighty, guys. There she is. Now all I gotta do is clean her off and put some top coat down there, and that's it. Here's this one. We gotta just top coat this one, that's it. So I'm gonna clean this one off real quick, and then we're gonna top coat her, and that's it, guys. We're done for tonight. I was not planning on being here. I was not planning on being on here for this long, but sometimes, you know, shit takes you forever sometimes, you know. But I think, too, with this one having alcohol in it, it's going to be a little bit different when it was coming out versus if you just have regular oil. You know what I mean? So okay. I mean, this is cool. It's very different. I could add some stars or something down there. You know what I mean? It's not too bad when it comes to this, but I do have like a dip right here. But I don't want to go any further because I can kind of see the line here. You see the outline of where that gel is? If I go in too much further right here, I will potentially bust that open. I don't want to do that. So I at least can say that I have done my first Russian almond liquid aqua nail. Top coat, what are we doing? Oh yeah, so I'm going to take this thinner top coat and we're just going to slather it on. But I think doing this, I'm excited because it actually gave me a little bit of leeway here to where I can figure out how to do like this lava lamp-ish look without having a bunch of crazy looking like bubbles in it. Now, I think with the blood one, if I were to use it with the blood, I would have to ease off the alcohol. Just so that way we can get more of the bubbles. But I like that the bubbles stay inside of the bubbles. You know what I mean? So we have bubbles that slide through bubbles. Isn't that crazy? So I think that's really cool. I think I just need to get the ratio down to give us something different, new, flavorful, and awesome. So technically, once I get this down, if you guys want to try it, be my guest. And if you guys want to make your own backing for your aqua nails, be my guest. Please tag me because I would really love to know. I would really love to see your little DIY backing papers. I really would. I'm dead serious. It would like make my night seeing your guys' little DIY backing cards. Cause I just came up, I was like last night, cause I did not want to use the stupid freaking nail form thingy papers, and I was like, I'm not using these stupid papers, you know? And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own. Like, I have everything here to make my own. Why not? You know? So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the lamp. Alright, let's top coat this one, and then we are done. Oh, I love that. Ooh. Look at that. See, in this light, it looks green, but in my other light, it looks freaking, purple and blue. Definitely a different type of a combo with that glitter inside. Now, I didn't take this one, and I did not go and file this to crispen the back of it up. So please just know it's a little bumpy on the back, but for the most part, it's pretty cool. Yeah, but that's kind of crazy though, right? That it looks green instead of purple, but in that regular lighting it looks purple. Yeah, I definitely like I think I like the coconut oil. The coconut oil is way thinner than baby oil. This is my first time using like actual baby oil. I like the coconut oil better, so I think I'm going to grab more of that coconut oil to use with this system that I just did. Let me go ahead and put that in there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I almost dropped that. Oh my god. Alright, guys. That's it. That is it. We made and did so much in this live today. Sorry I kept you over 3 hours. Not my intention. I just am slow sometimes. Especially when we're experimenting. But I cannot thank you guys enough for being here with me and just being here. Now we know what to do. Here's our little backing card. I love it. She's beautiful. Love it, love it. Here's our secondary one. And here's our little potion mix. Ah! I didn't shut it. Well, that just shot all over my wall. Now it's going to probably turn my wall pink. Yep, sure did. Oh my Lanta. See, this is what happens when your girl does stuff like this. I don't think about it, and it just splatters all over my wall. And now I have a pink wall. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But thanks for joining me, guys. Here are the nails. This is what this one looks like up close, if I can get it to focus. The way that that is in the background, and then we can watch the bubble just kind of sift through that glitter. I think this time I am going to use a thinner amount, so that way the glitter can actually like... Oh. So there it is falling. I don't know if you can see it fall, but it is falling. And it's something I'm going to take a video of for you guys so we can watch it fall together. But look at the top of that. So pretty. It's like a galaxy almost. But it looks cool going through all that glitter. So yeah, there's that one. Thank you guys so much for being here. Here's this one. Here's our Russian one. Look at the bubbles. Look at them. They are cool. I have bubbles within bubbles within bubbles. So, I mean, it does look cool. It doesn't stay fully. So I think I need to lay off the alcohol just a little so we can get those bubbles to kind of like, oh, I don't know if you can see that, but look at the bubbles inside of the bubble. How freaking cool. That looks so cool. Tell me, I could watch this all night. I could seriously watch that all night. It looks so cool. Anyway, we did a Russian one. Nice, nice. And it's a little bit goofy, but you know what? We did 2 separate ones. So, anyway, that was tonight. I love you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough. I know. Thanks, love. Hi, Christy. Oh, thanks, Shells. Thanks, everybody, for staying with me. I appreciate it. Once again, my stuff is going to be changing, everybody.